gotta remember that my hands are in the
Shoot.
Shoot.
Go.
I think you should be in charge of hitting it out this week.
Woohoo! Getting what out?
The introduction.
Thanks for tuning in and welcome back to the channel.
Hello,
I'm Darren and this is...
Cassie.
What are we up to today?
Oh, look at that. There's the Crooked Spire,
Oh yes.
Chesterfield.
Oh yes. Here's me thinking it was something dangerous on the road.
We are off to Topley Head Farm, which is just outside
Buxton.
Buxton.
Yeah, it's a CAMCCL. It's in the perfect location for exploring and getting onto the Monsal Trail. Or is it Monsal Way? Monsal Trail.
Monsal Trail.
Yeah. Did you buy my Easter egg?
You don't need Easter egg. Did you buy me an Easter egg?
Got my hat on. Anybody think it was an extreme trail? But look, it's as flat as, well, it's as flat as an old train line. Because that's what it is.
Oh dear, we just pushed the bikes up the most stupidest hill.
No, you did.
You well, I pushed.
You
cycled.
I used the battery. I've got no battery left, but I used the battery. We're on the Monsal Trail. We're just down from the campsite, which I believe is probably just up there, and just over the A6.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're near the Blackwell Mill Cycle Hire shack, which is just down to our left.
It's very busy. There's lots of
yeah.
people queuing to hire bikes, and it's what, 9:30 in the morning.
It's a bit more, I think, but yeah, I don't think a lot of them's ever been on a bike. It's just unfortunate that I've had to come and do a vlog on that day. But anyway, let's see.
Let's go.
So this is the continuation of the Pennine Bridleway, but up there you can see where the motorhomes are. That's the lay-by on the A6, which is opposite Topley Head Farm, is where we're staying. So it's a good location, and ideal for getting onto the Monsal Trail, which is what we wanted to do, isn't it, Babs? But
So we have the joy of, when we cycled to Bakewell, of pushing the bikes up that hill.
yeah, that's the only problem, you know. Bottom of every valley, there's always a top to it, and we're on the bugger. mountain goat again. There's a station here. Are you going to the station? Is the train entering the station? Turn round. Turn round. We found another access point, which is Miller's Dale. There's toilets here, good car park, ice creams, refreshments,
Hot and cold food, cakes,
tea, coffee, all that.
free water refills.
It's quite a nice area. I'm not going to video everybody, but you can see it's set on an old
Train station.
It's quite nice. But there's a lot of kids about, so obviously I'm not going to. We're not doing that. So.
Did you notice free water refills?
Oh, did you? Where's that?
On the sign, look. You've got free water refill.
Oh, that's good though, isn't it?
Just bring me motorhome later.
100 litres, please.
Can I have 180 litres, please?
Yeah. Right. We'll catch you in a bit. We're going to continue on to Bakewell. There's a lot of locks on that bridge.
Yeah, what have you got?
Well, it was a sausage roll. Now it's only half a sausage roll.
So we've cycled into Bakewell and we're now making our way back. It was so busy in Bakewell. I suppose that's what you get for a bank holiday weekend, really. So we've had a lot of people drop us questions, ask us about our e-bikes of choice. And so we kind of thought that as we're out on them today, cycling around, we thought we'd just give you a little bit of a synopsis or reason why we went for the bikes that we chose. Yes?
Of course.
So we have the Kalkhoff Agatu. You're going to test me for the rest. So one of the reasons that we chose this one was because we didn't like the reverse braking, so you have to pedal backwards to brake, and we both particularly like good old-fashioned handlebars with brakes on them. So that was.
I find them a little bit dangerous if you're freewheeling.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I like to reverse my legs to stretch it. So. Yeah.
So another reason why we chose what we've got was the ride style, the comfort for riding. We wanted an upright. Do you know how easy this is trying to vlog while you're cycling?
No, for us I think this style of bike is more sat up.
Yeah.
It's better on your back, although it's still a lot of pain on your bottom.
So we went for the city bike. So it's step through, so you don't have to cock your leg over no bars. It also has 4 different modes of controlling the speed. So you've got turbo, sport, touring, eco and off. Oh, and I've just pressed off.
Get over there.
And walk assist, yeah, because one of the big problems with e-bikes is they are really quite heavy. I know you can get some that are a lot lighter, but because this was the style that we wanted,
And Only 26 kilo.
Yeah, about 26 kilo each. The battery pack is removable, and that was quite important to us because obviously we don't always have the option to be able to charge at home, and because we're out and about all the time, having the batteries that could just come off and be charged separately was a better option for us, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The range on the batteries, we've got, they're 500, aren't they?
Yeah. 500 summits.
500 summits. Whatever the 500 summits they are, that's what they are.
That's the size.
That's the size. I'm sure I can do better than that and look for what the proper summit answer is. But they're Bosch, aren't they?
Yes.
Bosch batteries.
Bosch drive.
Bosch drive. Belt driven. It's belt driven on a Bosch engine. No.
Yes.
As you can see, I'm a total professional at this. I think the other thing as well about this particular one, it comes with all the pannier racks, and all the lights are all built into the frame, so all the cabling's already built in, and the lights are just controlled by the flick of a button on the handlebar. My level of technicalness surpasses me, Mr. Brookes. So we've had them about a year now. They're just about to go in for their first service with Rutland Cycling that we bought them from at Ferry Meadows. I think probably the only other thing that I haven't spoken about is the range. And to be fair, I don't know what it is off the top of my head. 50 mile on what?
Probably tour. You might get a bit more out of tour. It all depends on how much you need.
Yeah.
Sometimes, depending on your route, you might need a little bit more help than other times.
Yeah.
So you might need to be on turbo for a little while to get you up an hill.
Yeah.
And then you can drop back to tour again on the flat, and you're hardly using any battery whatsoever.
It's not, it doesn't do the hard work for you.
No.
It's an assist. It's not, it's pedal assist, isn't it? It's not
a motorbike.
No, so you do have to work at it still. So one other thing that probably, which is quite obvious about our bikes, is they're not really off-road bikes. These kind of trails, they're absolutely fine to go down, but off-road is no, they wouldn't be any good. But we primarily bought ours instead of having to fork out and tow a car to get us around and about when we go to towns, predominantly when we go to Europe. So that's why we've got them, and why we went for the city e-bike rather than the mountain bike. So probably my only advice on that to you is to know what you want to use it for, and go out and just sit on some and try them.
Another tunnel.
So we've got another tunnel coming up, and I think this is the second from last tunnel that we've got to do before we're home. Thank God. It's pretty cold in them tunnels. So if you're going to be doing the Monsal Trail, one thing that I've seen a sign about is they do turn off the tunnel lights at dusk. So just be wary of that if you're ever going to do it. The lights will go off at dusk in the tunnels, and they are quite long tunnels, and it's quite a lovely day out there today, and they are blinking freezing in there. So if you're walking, whoa, but it's lovely here.
So we've got to end at trail, and now because we've finished Buxton End, we've got a bit of dilemma. Cassie don't fancy that busy A6. It's probably about a kilometre up the road back up to the CL, but it's a pretty busy road, so we're just looking for a plan B. But I just thought I'd show you this while we was up here. We're actually on top of, at the minute, the Monsal Trail. We've come up a path and we're onto this, what was an old bridge. So that's the end. That's a car park for walkers. There's a cycle hire down there. You just see the top of the shed. So that's cycle hire. And then back over this way is the way to Bakewell. And there's Cassie. She's waiting. She's conserving power so we can.
Walk down there. I've got to walk all the way back up again.
She's conserving power because we've got to push the bikes along this public footpath. But yeah, this is apparently Cheedale Nature Reserve. Steep gradient, 1 in 5. So we'll give it a go, and I'm not going to film it because I'm going to be blowing out every orifice there is, and I'll catch up with you when we get back to the top or back on the side. Catch you later. So we just made it back to the van. That was hard work. We pushed it, what, 600-700 metres up a 1 in 5. We kept stopping, we kept having a breather. It took 20 minutes.
Blowing.
But bikes are really heavy. They're really heavy to be pushing, but anyway, it's time for a cold one, I think. There you go.
Well deserved.
You have a bit of a can, I'm going to have a bit of a beer.
And cheers.
There we go.
You can stop, you know.
I can, but I don't want to. It's lovely.
We're going to end it there.
So yeah.
However, there is just one little thing. Travels of Ethel.
We popped into Bakewell today and it weren't short. In fact, it was even. There was loads of folks, but we managed to get a bit of a pudding. And I would bring it for you, but it's not going to last night really. But I can send you a wrapper if you want. You can have a sniff. I'll catch you next time.